everybody, welcome to Vlogmas number 4. Snowing here in Harrison today. We just got back from Sea Lovers in Chilliwack. We had 2-piece halibut with some chips, and they give you like some coleslaw. It was all really super good. The roads are not bad, thank goodness. It's raining now, so if you follow me on Instagram, you can see the snow pictures. So definitely follow me over there, Srstyle. And let's go ahead and get into Vlogmas number 4. Alright, so we have Ted's advent calendar, which looks like this. So let's see if we can see what number 4 is. Yeah, this calendar is very hard to see. Alright, let's see here. It's right here. Right here, number 4. Alright, so there's your little wafer.
Yeah.
Hi everybody. It's pretty chilly in Canada. Eh? Alright, this is mine, Santa with Rudolph, my favorite reindeer. Alright, there's another one for Ted. And let's go ahead and do the 12 days of socks with Disney. We don't want to leave that out. Alright, so let's see, we're on number 4. Alright, so that is Dumbo. So you can't really, on this advent calendar, you have to use a blade. You can't really like pop it out for some reason. Alright, let's see if we can.
You can lose a finger.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know why they designed it like that. It's kind of strange, but who knows? Alright. Okay, let's see what kind of socks we have today. Stick that over there. Oh, okay, these are cute.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Alright, so we have Mickey and Pluto, and it looks like they're in a rocket ship going off to space. So there you go. And they're pretty comfortable. I'm wearing the Castle ones today. And I wore them with my Birkenstocks. And they're not too bad, actually. They're just kind of ankle. They don't really go any further up. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so I thought today we would do a little twilly work with Hermes and alternatives to protecting your handles. Because handles on Louis Vuittons, if you get them replaced, are anywhere from $300 to $500. So you may want to invest on some sort of protection. I wouldn't suggest putting anything on the handles, but there is a couple alternatives that I thought that we can look at today. And I got this scarf from the Goodwill, basically, and you can like roll this up and then put it on the handles if you're stuck for money or anything like that. And it's pretty nice. So I would just suggest doing something like that and then putting them on your handles, and that would help. Also, here's a little thicker one. This is pretty nice. This is also from the thrift store. I think this was about $1. And you could just double this up, maybe triple it up, and then stick it around your handles fairly easy. And let's go ahead and get my Louis Vuitton vintage Speedy out that I had replaced from Louis Vuitton. Alright, and it comes in a drawstring like this after you get it repaired, basically. And when I got this bag, I was 55 years old. This is the very first Louis bag that I bought. I always wanted a Speedy. This is a Speedy 30. And I keep stuffed, and I also have some more organizer in it. Alright, so this is my Speedy 30. This does not come with it, and the luggage tag does not come with it. This is for your keys. This is just a decoration, basically. All one piece.
We got 2 Speedies.
Yeah, I have a Speedy 25, which is the one that you bought me.
Green one.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I have the monogram.
Right.
But when I first got this bag, I got this bag from eBay. I had it authenticated. It was real. It was from a Japanese seller. But these handles here were completely black. This whole bag, except for the canvas, was completely black and really messed up. So, I didn't really know what to do. I was just starting my Louis collection. I didn't even know if I was going to buy another bag. And I watched a couple YouTube videos, and there was a lady on there that was refurbishing Louis bags. She does that for a living. And she was cleaning them, and she was using saddle soap, and she was going through all this stuff, right? And I'm like, I don't know, this is really crazy. But she brought them back fairly good, even the really black ones, because these handles are, and all this vachetta leather is raw leather that I later found out. I didn't know anything about vachetta. I knew nothing about this bag at all, because I was completely new. I had no idea, even if I got a real one. I just knew that it was a good price for Louis. And I said, hey, I'm 55 years old. I deserve to have a designer bag. I've never had anything nice in my whole life. I come from a very poor family, raised in the projects, you name it. So that's the start of my Louis collection. But, long story short, I did watch this other lady that had a similar bag. I think it was a Speedy 25, if I remember, with everything was black. And she said, oh, well, you can just call Louis Vuitton and they will replace all your vachetta for you. But she forgot to mention that it was a cost. It wasn't just that they would replace everything. So when I called Louis Vuitton, I said, you know, they said, okay, that's fine. Send us pictures and we'll see if the bag is real. If it's real, then we'll replace whatever you want. So that's how I got this vintage 1990 bag to look pretty much new. Plus, I recycled the bag And the vintage canvas is like in perfect condition. There's no rubbing, there's no nothing. There's no wear marks on the canvas. I'm not talking about the vachetta because that's only a few years old, but look, there's nothing. There's no rips, nothing on this bag. So anyway, so that's the long and short of my Speedy story. So I'll be featuring my vintage bags and my other designer bags on Vlogmas. So I thought that would be kind of cool. All right, and if you want to see anything else, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to highlight it on my Vlogmas or on my channel or on Instagram. So anyway, so let's go ahead and get into how to tie a twilly to the handles. All right, these are Hermes twillies. I think these are the least expensive things that you can buy from Hermes. Now, on my wish list, I still have my shiny alligator Kelly bag in size 30, but until then, I guess I'll just take a twilly. Or maybe some twilly perfume. That smells really good. And that's a great gift. All right, so they come like this, which is pretty cool. Just pop the top, and there's a twilly in there, which is just a silk wrap, basically. Some are called wrappies, some are called bandeaus for Louis. They have Dior ones. So yeah, so this is a pretty cool one. I got this pre-loved, brand new, in the container. There we go. That is Hermes for you. All right, so you want to start with the bottom down, which is right here, basically. All right. So let me see if I can adjust it to the bag. Yeah, here we go. All right, so here's the handle. You want to start from one side or the other, basically. All right, and this tag will help you because it will be pretty close to the center, see? So that's the way that I judge it, all right? Because it is a little tricky. You gotta practice. So basically, you wanna lift it up like this. You wanna take it from the side here, all right? And you want to wrap it around, tie a little knot. Okay, just tie a knot and just practice. This is kind of a cool thing to do if you're like bored. And then just kind of spread it out a little bit on the ends, all right? Then you can either hold it, because you want to basically just wrap it around, make sure that it's kind of tight, and you're like overlapping, okay? And you don't want to do anything kind of where it's gonna kind of look not so good, basically. All right, and see how I'm overlapping here and it's not bubbling up? All right, just kind of keep it up and tight, basically. And if it looks like it's like too loose, just go back and then just maybe put it a little bit closer to the end here. All right, so there we go. One more little wrap around. All right, so So you want to keep it fairly consistent with this here. All right, so that's pretty good. All right, and then we just want to pull it up a little bit. Make a little slot here, and then put this down the slot. And then from the back here, just kind of pull it down. And then pull it to the front. All right, and this one's a little bit bigger. So what I need to do then, because see this is too little, see? All right, this is bigger. This is a little bit too little. You can keep it that way. I don't think anybody would really care. But I would just open it up again. And then unwind one time, basically to make it a little bit bigger. And then you should be set to go. All right, let's go ahead and undo it. All right, so just wrap it one more time, basically. All right, and then just pull it out. And then just put it through the bottom here. All right, tie it kind of tight. Then see, it makes it a little bit bigger. Then just kind of adjust this one similar. And it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be pretty good. All right, and that's how you can wrap your handles to protect the handles of your designer bag. And I would highly recommend them on the vachetta leather because you want to keep these as nice as possible, because you get, you know, oil from your hands if you use lotion, and now with all the sanitizing and everything that's going on, you can really ruin your bag very, very easily. You do not want to get anything on the canvas. Otherwise, if you get anything on the canvas, you cannot get it repaired, unfortunately. So if you have holes, stains, the LV is worn off, you cannot get it replaced. But you can get the vachetta replaced. All right, so let's go ahead and on the other side, just for fun, I think you can kind of see there. All right, let's go ahead and try this one and see if that turns out okay. All right, so let's go ahead and maybe do it halfway and maybe halfway. Let's see if we can do it maybe simpler, where we can just leave it kind of like this and then just kind of wrap it around just a little looser. See, you can kind of make it a little bit cooler that way. All right, so you could do something like that as well. That would be something that you could do. You may have to maybe tie it a little bit, or you could also actually put it through the hardware. If you don't want to go through the other stuff, you could just stick it right through. See how you can just put it right, make it like a little deal there, just to try to make a, just because basically you're just trying to protect the handles. And you can just stick this through the hardware, make it a little bit easier on you. And then you can just kind of puff these out a little bit and, you know, just kind of play with it. And there you got another style. And very simple. It took like what, 2 seconds? So, you know, that's just some options. And let's see, what about the green one? Let's try that one. But yeah, these you would have to fold a few times, but if you have them hanging around, or your grandmother gave you some, or a neighbor, you know, these were like really popular in the 50s and 60s. So yeah, and then you could just maybe twist this around. This would be a good one. And then basically what you could do is you could stick it through the hardware. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, you can put it through the hardware, right? And you could either tie it, or you could just leave it like that, basically. And then wrap it around. If you're just doing something, just nothing too elaborate. Maybe one more time. Stick it through the hardware, right? And then another thing that you could do too is you could tie it like in the front. There you go. You could do something like that. Would be cool. Or you could tie it on the hardware and then just wrap it around, and that gives you enough protection that you wouldn't have to worry about your hands ruining your bag, basically. But yeah, that's just some options. I mean, if you guys have any options, let me know. Let me know what bags you use your twillies on, or your bandos, or thrift store. I mean, you can use like a lot of different things, or just, you could also cut a piece of material, maybe sew it, you know, and then wrap it around that way, that, you know, like your favorite print that you may have. There's a lot of options, but those are just a few that I have. But I think overall, I would say the twilly or the bandeau probably would be your best bet. But, you know, like I said, it's not really, you don't have to pay $200 for a little thing of silk, basically is what you're buying. But they are nice, they are cool. So yeah, I would highly recommend it. And I would highly recommend protecting your bags, because vintage, in my opinion, is the best way to go for Louis Vuitton canvas, because the new canvas, in my opinion, is not the best. It fades, it's thin, you don't have brass hardware anymore, the zipper is not good, the corners wear like really bad. I mean, and some of the new bags I have seen, the quality is really, really poor, which is kind of a shame. And this is a 1990s bag. All right, there is no wear on this bag. There's nothing. There's no rub marks. There's no nothing. So what does that tell you? But yeah, I highly recommend this bag, and especially in Canada weather, or if you live in a place where the weather is super bad and you can't use your bags, because you definitely don't want to ruin your bags. then this is a good alternative, you know, just to protecting the bags, basically. But I hope that helps. And tomorrow is going to be another fun day with Vlogmas number 5. So make sure you join me. And until next time, thanks for watching. Susan from Srstyle, from a senior point of view. Stay safe, and I'm going to go get some coffee and stay warm because it's pretty chilly here in Canada. All right, thanks for all your comments and all your kind words. You guys are just thumbs up. All right, until tomorrow. Bye, guys.